So I then jump back after that passed. I thought, cool, I'll check that out later. So I get back to the moon. So when you're locking onto it, and the autofocus and the contrast of the shutter speed has not been set yet to that you can see the detail of the surface of the moon. So you get this, as you can see now, where it looks very bright. It's the reflectiveness of the moon. So I'm just going to let you run through this. We're going to. So that was the focusing. So I refocused. These things are still buzzing by. It's pretty cool. So I'm seeing this awesome spectacle going on there, but I didn't really see it. That's why it's only 21 seconds. I couldn't tell on the iPad that was going on. So let me just go one more time. So there's things going through, buzzing by quickly, and they're as you can see, they're only bright in that area of which is being lit up by the moon. So when I saw this, I thought, okay, we stick this through and let's see what's going on. So this one is slowed down. Just see what's going on up here. Check the thing. So this is the same video in Apollo 8. So this is going to be slowed down. Here we go. Being denoised. Let's just watch. There's the refocus. That was something just very distinctive. Someone else, another one. Passing by. Below the moon. Across it. They're the pretty cool ones. So they're the one I say that look like cool ones. The one you just see it. Where does it actually enter? Oh, there it enters. There it exits. I mean, what is that down the bottom there? It's bright, doesn't it? That is some weird stuff. Look. Ooh, look at you. Huh. It's amazing it's picked even out. Any one frame has got some. Look at that. No, going through shapes of this. Please comment. Please comment by all means. The best comment, I think I will mention it the next time. So yeah, but my point is, there's very cool stuff when there's a full moon flying by. So I'll post these videos. This was just trying to show you what to look out for while going through it. If you have the ability to zoom in and check out what's going on when it's don't see him actually flying there. There we see something to the upper left. They're going everywhere, actually, in all directions. So, I mean, of course, satellites are going in straight lines across would be the most logical. Logical hasn't been processed. It's 48 seconds. Looking at the size of it, this is most likely only in 30 frames per second in HD. Still a good picture, though. Get too close, it gets pixely. After that one, it gets pixely very quickly. But here we have some cool. Oh, well, they're pretty fast on there. I think they're bats. Just playback speed, stick it down to half. So I think they're bats, as I said. Refocus. Get those typically shadowy ones. That definitely looked like a bird. And there's weedy, shadowy ones. But that again. I'm talking down the bottom right now, heading over that big crater. Sorry, I still don't know what it's called. But there must have been something more traumatic for me to. I think I've just missed it. Oh, so. There we go. What's that thing? There, I think you can see wing flap. Is it? This one down here? Heading that way. Don't really see it, and then you do. Could look at just hours looking at the moon. The one at the top. Again, does look like some flapping. Definitely a bird or a bat on the bottom right. Oh, there we go. There's my shadow friend. How do I get how do you get a film? I mean, you can see everything. Where bug? Wait, one bug that size. No, so please don't come with that. Getting a bit. Oh well. Hope you enjoyed. I'll stick some more on there. Ice to the skies, people. So, onto this video, right into it, where this very bright object picked out in the night sky whilst actually observing the moon and taking different videos already or photos as well. So here's that bright object. So now it's locked on. So I zoomed in here. As you can see, the thing is bright. So it seems to be moving pretty straight. It's moving, I'd say, faster than satellites would normally travel over. It's definitely much bigger than a satellite, which normally passes over. Starlink, the ISS, I haven't seen anything for a while now, which is as bright as this. I mean, also compared to the stars. So what I've done here is I've taken out altered the brightness, the highlights, the black point I've dropped out there, and I've just tried to get the natural light, and you can see just in there as if it's, I don't know, it looks like the surface is, I'd say, changing ever so slightly. So I thought that'd be a better view in there of that. Just so literally just zooming in and thinking, going back out again, just watching now, because it's starting to bobble more. So for some unknown reason, while it's tracking, so it's trying to move laterally and horizontal at the same time. It's on 2 axes. So even if it was moving, I think normally it gets a good diagonal without any stutter. So normally this occurs if it's like a change in speed. So we can see this thing just bobbing, but the dwarf is locked onto it, so it's trying to move, and we can see from the surrounding stars that the dwarf is moving. So if it's moving because it's locked on, why is this thing doing that? So there's where if I take everything away and go in, take everything away, I mean light. So in Final Cut Pro, it's just dropping down, not adding a filter. It's just changing with the contrast, the brightness, the highlights, the black point, the shadows, the exposure. Not doing an automatic there. There was actually an object moving to the, which passed by to the center, going to the upper left. If anybody wants to go back and look. And there you can see this wobbling. And this is this wobbling which I don't get why. And now it loses it. And this is why it looks like it buzzes off. So that's pretty much going in a straight line. When it's leaving, I can't see it anymore now. So it was pretty cool though. So here's just that chopped thing. I chopped a piece out again. So that's where it totally going. And this is the last bit, like zoomed in again. How it's just bobbed. That's a star. So we can see it moving as well. So it's the whole camera adjusting, trying to track this speed. Of course, is most likely. So we see it getting smaller and smaller. So it's going further. It must be getting further away. And then it goes. So it's all dimmed out. So it's unnecessary light. I just wanted to add this as well. There we see things buzzing by again. This is the original video. So what this is going into is Final Cut Pro will come out as a 4K video in 30 frames per second. That's what this was. Anyway, so this is just a crisp contrast filter. Trying to get rid of all the unnecessary unnecessary light, sorry. And that anything which is bright gets picked out coming through the darkness. Like we just saw at the bottom. And it's amazing how these things are just there through the moonlight rays, I'd say. I'd slow it down just to try and get a better view. Yeah, and then we're going to come on a little bit closer on that one I showed with the moon. So that's in the, when you go to the planetary section, and it comes in with 1080p at 30 frames per second, but you get that double thing. It's just a digital crop which happens there. So when I'm recording that, this now is going to come out at the end, should come out as 4K. It's not, so it's upscaled. But I will get around at some point to do a proper upscale through Topaz video, show the difference or see how big the difference is, if anybody's interested. I'm going to leave the rest. I'll let the music just go on there. And yeah, enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out others. I will be doing more. I'm going to try and post more. I mean, just haven't got around to it, but I will do it. Thank you for the followers, by the way. Now gone. The views have gone, as I've seen, have gone up to, I think, 70,000. So thanks for that. Everybody sticking around to watch. And yeah, 262 subscribers. I know it doesn't sound many, but I'm glad for those. I have, yeah, I'm just grateful that anybody's watching. Everybody who's interested. Enjoy, people. Eyes to the skies.